Hi, in this video section we are going to see optimality test degeneracy problem. Okay, this is coming under Modi method, the second problem. So this is a problem, apply LCM method to find initial basic feasible solution and test optimality, also check degeneracy occurs. Okay. So they have given problem and we have to find out initial basic feasible solution by using LCM method, means least cost method. Okay, least cost, how to find out? This is a cost matrix, no? This is supply, this is supply and this is demand. Okay, this is the cost matrix is given. So here it is D1, D2, D3, D4 and D5, and this is O1, O2, O3 and O4. Okay, 4 supply is given, 5 demand is given. So we have to check from this cost matrix which is least. Take the least and allocate it. Okay, so here the first least is 2, it came tie up. So check here, demand is 20 and we can allocate 20 here, but if you take this 2, here only 10, so you can allocate only 10. Okay, so maximum allocation we have to take. So this particular cell we have to take. So I have allocated. Okay, by using LCM method everything have done. This problem is a balanced problem, 125 it came. So if you add this demand and if you add this supply, we got 125. So once it is a balanced problem, then we can proceed with LCM method. Okay, LCM method, least cost we have to find out and then we can allocate. Okay, like that first allocation is have done it. Okay, next step is they ask us to check whether it is the degeneracy occurs or not. How to check? We have a formula, no? M plus n minus 1 is equal to number of allocation. Here m is column and n is row. So 5 plus 4 minus 1. So we will get 8. But number of allocation, if you check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 8 is not equal to 7. So degeneracy occurs. Okay, if degeneracy occurs, we have to find out which is unallocated cell is there. No, this is unallocated cells. Okay, from the unallocated cells we have to find one minimum value. Okay, we have to find out one least value. If degeneracy occurs, convert the necessary number of unallocated cell into allocated cell. So we have to take least number from this unallocated cell and we have to allocate one value. That value is called delta value. Okay, that value is delta value. So delta is a very least number, it tends to 0. Okay, delta is tends to 0. Okay, so we have to find out from unallocated number, least number if we have to find out. For that particular least number we have to allocate delta. Okay, then we as usual we have to draw the loop. So I have made that problem in the previous videos. You can go and check from the previous video. Okay, so from this unallocated cell, because it's a degeneracy occurs, so we have to select least number. This is 10, 15, 9. Unallocated cell only we have to check. 10, 5, 10, 15, then 5, 10, 14, 7, 15, 20, 15, 25. Okay, so in this 5 is the least number. Any one we can take. So I am going to take this 5. Okay, so you can allocate. I have made it again a bigger cell. You take it, this 5 I am going to take. I am going to allocate this 5 delta value. Okay, it's a very least value. Okay, very least is equal to 0. So I am going to take. After allocate, now if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 is equal to 8 we got. Okay, 8 is equal to 8 in the sense non-degeneracy. We converted degeneracy into non-degeneracy. Okay, after doing this you have to find out your u value and you have to find out your v value. How to find out the v value and u value? First you have to check. So now you have to find out u value and v value by using this formula. Okay, Cij is equal to ui plus vj. Okay, first you have to find out where you can allocate, you have allocated maximum. Okay, here 1 2, in this row only 2 allocation, in this row 2 allocation, in this row 2 allocation, and this is also 2. Okay, column wise, if there is more than 2, we can allocate 0 there, but everywhere we are getting 2 and 1. Okay, so anywhere you can put 0. Okay, so I am going to put u1 is 0. Okay, so now when u1 is 0, you can easily find out v2 and v3, because here one allocation is there and here one allocation is there. Okay, v2 is also allocated and this v3 is also allocated, so we can find out easily v2 and v3. Okay, the particular row. Okay, here we put u1 is equal to 0, no? So in this, where we allocated here, this C12 and C13 cell is allocated. Okay, so we can easily find out v2 and v3 by using this formula. Okay, so so here cost is 0, sorry, cost is 2 and u1 is 0, so v2 is 2. Directly you can write down here v2 is 2. Okay, so now here in this cell, if you take this cell, you take this cell, here cost is 3 and v is 0, so here v3 is same value 3. Okay, okay, we have done this one, no? So based on this, here we can find out, here in this column this is allocated. Okay, because this is over, no? So you take this value. So if you take this value, v4 we can find out. How to find out v4? Cost is 13 and v3 is 3, isn't it? So 13 minus 3, we can find out v4. 13 minus 3 is 10. Okay, now according to this, okay, u4 is 10, isn't it? So v5, no, this is v5, we can find out. So v4 is 10, isn't it? So v5 we can find out here. So v5 is 8 minus 10. Okay, see, 8 is cost and v4 is 10. Okay, so if you bring 10 this side, you will get 8 minus 10. So 8 minus 10 is minus 2. Okay, so v5 we found. Based on v5, where it is allocated, this one. Okay, occupied cell only we have to find out. So this cell you have to take to find out u2. So take this cell. This is v5 is minus 2 and cost is 4. Cost is 4 and v5 is minus 2. If you bring this minus 2 this side, you will get 6 here. Okay, and and now u2 is 6, no? So this cell if you take, you can find out v4. Okay, here cost is 2 and u2 is 6. So 2, here it is 6. So if you bring 6 this side, so 2 minus 6, you will get minus 4. Okay, so cost is 2 and u2 is 6. So 2 minus 6, you will get minus 4. v4 is minus 4. Now you take this cell. Okay, this cell, this is cost is 5. Okay, v2 is 2, we already found v2 is 2. Okay, so now if you take cost is 5 and v2 is 2, cost is 5, v2 is 2, so 5 minus 2 will get 3. Okay, now we got 3 here, no? So based on this, you take this allocated cell. Okay, you can find out v1. So how to find out v1? So cost is 15, and u3 is 3. Okay, so if you bring 3 this side, so 15 minus 3, you will get 12. So now we found v1 is 12, v2 is 2, v3 is 3, v4 is minus 4, v5 is minus 2, and u1 is equal to 0, u2 is equal to 6, u3 is equal to 3, u4 is equal to 10. Okay, this is for occupied cell. Okay, occupied cell, by using this formula we found u value and v value. Now for unoccupied cell, this is Dij is the formula. Dij is equal to Cij minus Ui plus Vj. We have to find out for unoccupied cell. Which is unoccupied cell? C11, C1 first row and first column, C11, and first row and fourth column. Okay, C14. This is C15. Okay, this is C21. This is C22 and 23. And here it is 33, 34, 35. Isn't it? 35 is there. 35 and 41, 42 and 44. Okay, so I have written here by using this formula you have to find out Dij. Okay, so now C11, take C11. Okay, what is the formula? Cost minus Ui plus Vj. Okay, cost is 10, Ui plus Vj, this particular row U value, and V value you have to take for this cost. Okay, U is 0, no? 0 plus 12, how much? 12. Okay, this is 10. So 10 minus 12. 10 minus 12 is minus 2. Is it clear? Okay, next you take this cell C14. Okay, so cost is 15 and this particular U value and this corresponding V4 you have to take down. 0 minus 4 is minus 4 and 5 minus minus 4. Okay, here formula 1 minus is there. So minus 4 in the sense 15 minus of minus 4. Isn't it? Because you have, if you add you will get minus 4. This is become minus 4. Here one minus is there. Minus of minus 4. You will get plus 4. So 15 plus 4 is 19. Okay. Similarly, you do for other values. For this one, C15. This is 9. And if you add this to minus 2, minus formula is there. So plus 2. 9 plus 2, it's 11. Okay. Like this, you have to find out for other values. Now by using this formula I filled all the values. Okay, for unoccupied cell we finished. Now you have to check whether Dij is greater than 0 or not. Is it everything is positive value? No. So we have this one is negative, C11 is negative, C21 is minus 13. Okay, C11 is minus 2, C21 is minus 13 and C41 is plus minus 2. Okay, in these two value, which is maximum most negative value, how to find out which is most negative value? C21 is the most negative value. Okay, so which is most negative value? This value C21. Okay, this is your most negative value. Okay, okay, we have selected the most negative number. So cell is C21, second row and first column. Second row and first column. Okay, so this cell we selected. Now we have to draw a loop. The corner, the turning should be allocated cell. That is the procedure. Okay, so now I am going to take I'm going to draw a horizontal line. Okay, so if I take this turn, this is also allocated. If I take this turn, here there is no allocation, so you should not turn here. So you have to do further step. Okay, now this is the turn. This is allocated cell. So next, here there is no allocation, so you have to go down and check. So here allocation is there, so draw one vertical line here. Okay, okay, next allocated cell is here. Okay, so we can draw one horizontal line here. So see, next allocated cell, horizontal line if you draw, then here you will get it. Okay, so this is one loop. Is it clear? Now where is the another allocated cell? This side is not there, so only this side is there. So this is allocated cell, so from here we can draw further. Okay, again where is the allocated cell? This is allocated. We allocated now one small delta value, and there you have to bring down. Okay, and then next allocated cell, there is, this side is not there, only this side allocation is there, so we can take here. Okay, and then we have to finish it off. No, where we started, there we have to finish it finally. Okay, this is the final one. Okay, so this is our incoming cell. Okay, this is our incoming cell, and from incoming cell the next cell is, next corner is you have to put subtract, you have to do subtraction, and this next corner you have to do addition, and this corner you have to do subtraction, and this side you have to do addition, and this one you have to do subtraction, alternative. Okay, and here you have to do addition, and here you have to do subtraction. This cell you have to do subtraction. Okay, and this one you have to do addition. Okay, now only you have to check minus sign, and where you have allocated minimum, that you have to check. Okay, now check here. This is 30, minus sign 30, and this is minus sign 20. This is minus sign 25, and if you go here, this is minus sign 20, and if you bring here, this is plus sign, no? So you have to take minus sign. This is minus sign 20. Okay, which is minimum? 20 is minimum, isn't it? So here if you take, this is 20, this is 30, this is 25, and this is 20. So 20 is minimum. So that one you have to subtract it. Okay, so I am going to subtract here 20. If I subtract 20 here, so I will get 10, isn't it? So instead of this, I will get 10. Is it clear? And if I add 20 here for this, because the addition sign, you know, if I add 20 here, I will get 25. Okay, so if I subtract 20, I will get 5 here. Is it clear? And if I add 20, I will get 35. Instead of this, you have to put 35. If I subtract 20, I will get 0 here. And if you add 20, delta plus 20. Is it clear? And if you subtract 20, you will get 0 here, allocation. Okay, and if you add 20, this is incoming cell, so you have to put one box, you have to put 20. Okay, now I am going to rewrite this table. So I have rewritten the table. Okay, so now you see this is become 20, already 20 was allocated, no? So we took 20, so 20 minus 20, this is become 0. Similarly, this cell is also become 0, and new incoming cell you will get 20. Okay, so the previous table we changed, no? We added, we subtracted, no? That I have written here. Okay, you just take down this table. And I have rewritten this one. Okay, now you see, see here it's a delta values there, no? So if you count, you should get a supply and demand. This is supply. Okay, this is supply I have written here, and demand I have written here. Okay, now if you add, you should get the value 35, 35, 20 plus 10, 30, 30 plus 10, 40. Okay, and similarly here it is 20 plus delta. So delta you have to add here. Is it clear? Because delta we added, no? That one. And 5 plus 25, you will get 30. Similarly, you have to count this side. 20 allocated cell. Already 20 is there. Add one delta. 35 plus 5, 40. 10, 10, and you have here 10, and here 10 plus 25 is 35. Okay, now if you count this and this, it should be a balanced problem. 125, and delta here, one delta is there, and here one delta is there, no? You will get 2 delta. Okay, so now it's a problem is a balanced problem. Again you have to check m plus n minus 1. So m plus n minus 1 is equal to number of allocation, number of allocated cell. So we will check whether the problem is a degeneracy or not, whether this table is a degeneracy or not, we will check it. Okay, so m plus n is 5 plus 4 minus 1 row and column. Okay, so we will get 8. Number of allocated cell is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay, so now 8 is not equal to 7. Okay, so degeneracy occur. Okay, if degeneracy occur, then we have to take minimum value here, minimum value, and you have to allocate small delta value. Now we have to allocate delta value, no? See here, I'll show you here. Delta value, how to allocate, we got in this table, the previous table, we got here also 5 and here also 5, isn't it? Delta value we have to allocate either here or here. Okay, I allocated here because delta value when we allocated it should be no closed loop formulation. Okay, should not be a closed loop. Here if you check, we got a closed loop, no? We started here, again we end up here, isn't it? But when we take delta, that time there should not be a closed loop. Okay, so no closed loop formulation, like in such a way that we have to arrange a delta value. See, I have selected here. Now other corner you just check. So here if you check allocated cell, okay, and go to here allocated cell. I'm just speaking about this one. Okay, if you take here, just put one horizontal line here, allocated cell, and here one allocated cell. Okay, and then you can go down, here is also allocated cell, and here this is only one delta, not two delta. Now only we are going to put one more delta we are going to add. That time you will get two delta. Okay, so if you add this value, you will get 20 plus 20 40, 40 plus 40 80, 80 plus 10 90, 90 plus 35 130, 125 plus delta. Okay, similarly if you add, you will get 125 plus delta. Okay, once after finding degeneracy, then we have to add one more delta value here. That time you will get 2 delta. Okay, right now it's only 1 delta. Make correction here. Now I'll teach you how we put delta here. Okay, see, delta value, once if you want to put here, you have to put horizontal and vertical lines. That corner should be allocated and should not get a closed loop. If I started here, again that loop should not come to this side. Okay, come to this cell. It should not end up with this cell. That cell we have to assign a delta value. Okay, so now I am going to take here this allocated cell, and this is allocated cell, and going to come back down, draw one vertical line here. This is allocated, then this is allocated, then go up, this is allocated, then here this is allocated, and see, there is no allocation here. There is no allocation here. This line, it's not come to here. Again it will not come to the same direction here. Okay, so this side is also no allocation, and this is also no further lines you can't draw. Okay, so you can select this cell. So say for example, if I want to put this is also least number, here also 5, here also 5. Okay, if I select this 5 and if I want to put delta here, so I'll rub and I'll teach you again. If I select this 5, so I can put one line here, this corner I will get allocated cell, and this is allocated, and this is allocated, and this is allocated, and this is allocated. Okay, and down you can put line, this is allocated and this is allocated. It is coming here. Okay, so it is a closed loop. If I select this cell, I will get a closed loop, but if I select this cell, I won't get a closed loop. So which number you are not getting a closed loop, that one you have to put a delta value. Okay, this is the theory. If degeneracy occurs, convert the necessary number of unallocated cell into allocated cell, unallocated cell into allocated cell, to make into non-degeneracy. Starts from the least value. So that's why we took first 5 is the least value. 2 5s are there. Start from the least value of the unallocated cell. Check the loop formation one by one. Okay, these should be no closed loop formation. Okay, select that cell as new allocated cell and assign delta is delta value, as in delta. Delta is nothing but tends to 0. Okay, draw the lines horizontal and vertical towards the allocated cell. The corner of the loop should be allocated cell. Finally, the loop should be completed at where we start. Okay, this is for if we want to change into allocation into non-allocation. Okay, that time we have to check closed loop. Is it clear? Okay, after finding Dij value most value we took minus 13. Okay, that cell is 3C21, second row and first column. So this number, in that cell we have to take loop, we have to draw a line, horizontal and vertical line, in such a way that it should end with that particular same cell. Okay, that's a closed loop cell. Then you have to find out this is positive and this is negative and this is positive, like that we have done, no? And this is positive and this is negative and this is positive and this is negative and this is positive. Okay, in this negative value you have to find out the least number, then we have to add and subtract. After doing that only we got this cell. Okay, then you have to find out m plus n minus 1 whether it is a degeneracy or non-degeneracy. Again the problem is a degeneracy occur. Now you have to find out unallocated cell which is least one. See, 10 2 15 9 10 15 and then 15 14 7 20 15 25. Okay, so in this which is least, this is least. Okay, now we have to check whether closed loop is coming or non-closed loop is open loop is there or not, like that we have to check it now. Okay, if we get a closed loop, then we have to check, we have to go to the other number, which is other minimum number. 10 15 9 I think 9 7 is there. Okay, 7 is the minimum. If you get closed loop here, then you have to ignore this cell, you have to take this 7 and you have to check whether open loop is coming or not. If you get open loop, then you have to put delta here. Okay, now we are going to convert degeneracy into non-degeneracy. Okay, so this is the least unoccupied cell, the least. Okay, now I am going to select this cell. Check whether we are getting a closed loop or open loop. Okay, so this line we can do it. This is occupied cell. Okay, and this end we can go occupied cell, and here we can go occupied cell, and here we can go, and further we can go here. Here one more cell is there, no? We can draw one line here. Now there is no occupied cell and here also no occupied cell, so these both are open. Okay, we started here, we came down here and further we moved here, then we put one horizontal line, then we put one vertical line, so here it ended here, so it's not closed loop. So here we can put delta. Okay, so I rub here all the lines, you rub it, otherwise you will get confused. You write, just put lines in pencil. Okay, so now here we can put one delta value. Okay, we can assign delta. So if you assign delta here, here also you have to add, and down also you have to add. Okay, now if you add, you will get 2 delta. Is it clear? Now only you have to put 2 delta. Okay, so now we got to, now you know now how to assign your delta value. How to assign your delta value? Unoccupied cell you have to select least value, that is number 1 criteria. After selecting the least value, you have to check whether, so after selecting the least value, you have to check whether you are getting closed loop or open loop. If you get closed loop, then ignore the particular cell. Again you check in the unoccupied cell where is a minimum number. So 7 is a minimum number. You check it whether you are getting closed loop or open loop. If you get open loop, then you select this particular cell to assign delta. Okay. The previous table is also like that. We got 2 5. We have if you take this 5, this 5 is a closed loop we got. Okay, so ignore this 5. Take this 5 and check it whether you are getting closed loop or open loop. We got open loop, so assign for delta. Assign delta here. Okay, and Dij is negative, so we got 3 negative, -2, -13, -2, which is most negative value. C21 is the most negative value. In that particular cell, definitely you will get closed loop. Okay, always you will get a closed loop. Here if you select this cell only, we got minus most negative value. So we selected this value, we put loop. Okay, we put loop, we got a closed loop. So that particular cell is called incoming cell. Then next one is minus, next one is plus, minus, like that alternatively you have to do it. And then where we put minus, no, that particular allocated you have to check which is a minimum. 30 is a minimum. Here it is 25. Okay. 30. Sorry, 20 is the minimum. So 20 we have to select and we have to add. Here you have to subtract, here you have to add, here you have to subtract, like that we have to do. And we have done one more table. In that table also we got degeneracy. Again we have to put one delta. So we put delta here. Okay. Now everything is over. Now as usual you have to find out your u value and v value and a dij value. So this is u1, this is u2, u3, u4. Okay, I don't have place here, I put up here v1, this is v1, this is v2, this is v3, and this is v4, and this one is v5. Okay, so now as usual you know the formula you have to use. Which formula? Occupied cell formula. What is the occupied cell? Caj is equal to vi plus vj. That particular cell you have to particular formula you have to use to find out this value. Okay, so I am going to put here it is 2 allocation, here it is 2, this is 1, this is 2, and you can select this cell 1 2 3. Okay, you can select this cell and we can put 0 here because this is maximum allocation. No, 1 2 3. Here it is only 1, here it is 2. Okay, so this cell you can put 0. u2 is 0. Why I selected u2? This row maximum allocation is possible 1 2 3. Okay, the all other row and column we got 2 or 1. So I have selected this one, maximum allocation. The particular cell I put 0. So this allocation directly you can write down the answer. This is 4, no? 4 you can, no need to use formula. Directly you can write down. Okay, and this is 5. Okay, and similarly you have to find out for other values. So in this we found 4, no? We found v5 is 4. And you can take this cell. Okay, for this cell cast is 8. Cast is 8 and v value is 4. So 8 minus 4 is 4. So u4 is 4. Is it clear? Then this cell we can use this cell to find out. We already found this value is there. So we will do this one, v3. No, only we have only 2 values. So we found u4, no? With the help of u4 we can find out v3 and v2. Okay, so cast is 13. 13 minus 4. 13 minus 4 is 9. So here you can write 9. Similarly here there is, okay, by using v3 we can find out u1 value because we got u3 value, v3 value, no? So this is 9. This is 3. 3 minus 9 you will get u1 is minus 6. Is it clear? Okay, and with the help of u1 is minus 6 and we can find out v2. So this is allocated cell, no? Only allocated cell only you have to check it. Okay, 2 plus 6. 2 plus 6, put it in that particular formula, then you can easily find out. 2 plus 6 is 8. So you can put 8 here. Okay, and u2 is equal to 0, no? We found this value. So all other value, only v3 is pending, u3 is pending. So u3, how to find out u3? v2 we got, no? v2 is equal to 8. So 5 minus 8 you will get minus 3. Okay, now we found u values and v values. Now you have to find out dij value. Okay, so dij for unoccupied cell, isn't it? Unoccupied cell is C11. I am going to write C11 and this is C14, C15. So I have written other cast values. Okay, now we have to find out by using Dij formula. What is the formula Dij? Dij is equal to Dij is equal to Cij minus Ui plus Vj. Okay, first you have to add Uij, then here formula 1 minus is there, don't forget this minus. Okay, C11, so I am going to take C11, C1, so you have to consider this U value and V value. So if you add these two, you will get minus 1. Formula already minus 1 is there, so minus 1 minus into minus plus, okay, plus 1, and 10 plus 1 is 11. Okay, similarly C12, okay, C12, so you have to take this value and this value. So if you subtract, you will get minus 4, already one formula minus C14, C14 this cell, so 2 and this is minus 6, isn't it? 2 minus 6 is minus 4, formula 1 minus is there, so plus 4, and 15 plus 4 is 19. Okay, similarly this, so you'll get minus 2, this is minus, so plus 2, 9, plus 2 is 11. Okay, so you have to find out all other values like that. Okay, we are going to check whether Dij is greater than 0. If Dij is greater than 0, and this is our optimum solution. So now we found all other Dij value. So this is a Dij for cell we found. So everything is positive. Now your Dij is greater than 0. So the above we got Dij is greater than 0, no? So the above table is a optimum table. Okay, so we reached optimality is reached. Okay, now we have to find out the transportation cost. How to find out the transportation cost? We used to multiply, no, the allocated cell. If you have a delta value, you ignore the delta value because it tends to 0. Okay, so you ignore the delta value and take other values. Okay, you ignore this value and you take this value, 3 into 35, 5 into 20, 2 into 10, 4 into 10. Okay, and ignore this delta, 5 into 20. Okay, you have to take this 20. Okay, you have to ignore only delta, and 13 into 5, 8 into 25. So like that you have to multiply and add, you will get a transportation. Total transportation cost is 630. Okay, so this optimality we reached. So only the thing is how to put delta value, and when we get Dij is less than 0, means negative value. If you get negative value, how to put loop? To put delta, you have to do open loop, you have to check. Okay, minimum value you have to select, and open loop you have to check. Okay, to do this one, Dij is less than 0. Once you get less than 0, okay, you have to select the maximum negative value, most negative value you have to select, and you have to from that particular cell you have to start doing the loop, and it should be a closed loop. Okay, the corner should be, if you get any loop, the corner should be allocated cell. Okay, once you started here, the other value, once you started this area, okay, that is you always is plus, the other corner is minus, the other corner is plus, like that alternatively you have to do it. So this thing you have to remember while doing degeneracy. First step you have to do LCM method according to this problem. Some problem simply they will ask IBF, they will ask IBF in the sense initial basic feasible solution. In that case you have to do VAM method. If they didn't ask anything, do VAM method. If particularly if they ask LCM method, particularly if they ask northwest corner method, that rule you have to do it. Okay, here they ask LCM, so they have done a LCM method. Okay, after doing LCM method, check whether the problem is degeneracy or non-degeneracy. If it is both are equal, m plus n minus 1 is equal, m plus n minus 1 is equal to number of allocation, then non-degeneracy problem. If it is not equal to, then you have to add a small delta value. How to find out the delta value here? Unoccupied cell you have to select, minimum unoccupied cell. This is 5 is a minimum, and from here start doing loop. All other corners should be a occupied cell. Okay, and it should be a open loop. Where we are getting open loop, that particular cell you have to select. Say if you get a closed loop here, if you get a closed loop here, then other smallest value you have to find out. Okay. And if you get Dij more than one Dij value is negative, most negative value you have to select. Okay, that is also one condition. Most negative value you have to select, and you have to form a loop. Okay, while doing loop you should be very careful because you have to select only occupied cell, you have to do it. Okay, only occupied corner should be, the turning point should be occupied cell. Okay. And after doing that, then you have to check again you are getting degeneracy or non-degeneracy. Okay, if you get degeneracy, then you have to add one more delta. We got degeneracy, that's why we added one more delta, and the total you will get plus 2 delta. Okay, no need to do this one, just I am telling you because we added 2 delta value, small value we added, no, that value you have to add here. Okay, again you have to do u value and v value for occupied cell, and Dij value for unoccupied cell. Find out u value and see this value, and all should be greater than 0. All should be a positive value. So if you get a positive value, no need to do further. But if you get any one value negative value, then you have to form a loop. Okay, form a loop to change the allocated cell. Again you have to check degeneracy or not. Okay, you won't get this kind of lengthy problem, only maximum 2 tables only you will get it. So here we have done least cost method, 1 table, and this is another degeneracy we got, so we have done. Again v degeneracy we got, we have done this. So 3 table we got it. More than 3 table they won't, maximum they won't give, because that's a lengthy problem, no, so they won't give. Once we reach optimality, if everything is greater than 0, then you have to do multiplication. Ignore delta value. Okay, only ignore delta value, and all other allocated cell you have to multiply, and if you add you will get total transportation cost. Okay, this is a total transportation cost 630 rupees. Hope you understand this. Thank you.